All right, so now that we've learned how to play two chords in our left hand, and then we've also, learned how to solo a little bit and kind of improvise with our right hand, making sure to aim for that 3 or that 7 when we get to the 1. Let's kind of work on playing chords with both hands now. So before we've been playing the 2 chord, and we've just been playing this in our left hand. But like if you want to really spice that up, then you can just go to the 4 here. So you go to the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4. And if you play every other note from that note in all white keys, then that's going to give you a chord that you can play in your right hand over this 2 chord. So I'm going to the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm playing every other note from that 4, and that is my full chord voicing. And a voicing is really just a way to play a chord that it basically sounds really beautiful. And so I'll call it a voicing whenever it's a two-handed chord. So this is our two chord chord voicing. And then we can go from this chord to the 1 chord here, which is going to be every other note from the 1, or just, how we've always been playing the C. And then with our right hand, what we're going to do is we're going to go to that 3rd, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to play every other note from there. And then you play these both at the same time, and it'll sound, really beautiful. And I use a ton of these chords when I'm playing. I'll always do this. Maybe I'll play it up here too. I'll go to that 2 chord, and I'll play the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, every other note. And you can really have a lot of fun with this voicing. So what we can do is, so we did this every other note from the 2, we go to the 4 and every other note from the 4, and then you can keep this same like middle finger up fingering if you like. Most of my students find that to be the most comfortable. So I would do that. So both fingers are flicking yourself off backwards, and then you go to the 1, and then so you have every other note from the 1. And you go to the 3 here, and then you're going to do every other note from that 3. So you just get really good at going between these 2 chords, and you're golden. Like it sounds like so good. And I'll just show you some fun stuff that I do with it. So once you learn some like pedaling tricks, which we'll go into in like the next few lessons, then you can make this sound really cool. So this is only going to be using these notes that I've taught you. So it'll be like what I would use is like. So I'm just having a lot of fun with these chords and like basically playing whatever I want. And yeah, I'll definitely teach you some of those techniques in the next few lessons, but for now I want you to just be able to play that chord really nice and clean with every other note from the 2 and every other note from the 4 in your right hand, and then every other note from the 1 and every other note from the 3 in your right hand. And the last thing that I want to talk about is actually going back to real basics, but like what are the notes on the piano? Like we've kind of just diverged from that because I didn't really think it was that important, but it's definitely something you need to know at some point. So I'll just really run you through it really quick. So the notes on the piano start from here. This is A, and this is just 2 notes down from that C note that we've been playing this whole time. And so you can go from that A, and you go from the A to the B, C, D, E, F, G. And so from this A to this G, it's just, you're just going up in the letters of the alphabet, basically. So you go from A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then all the notes in between are just called like this is A flat, or this is A sharp, or all the other notes are just alterations of these main notes, the white keys that we've been using. But I really don't want you to worry about any of that stuff. So, let's just keep focused on just white keys. And so with that, yeah, just learn those two chords and be able to play those, like really beautifully. Don't be afraid to go up here as well and try to play something awesome up here too. So yeah, I'll see you in the next few lessons, and we're gonna go over more of the techniques so you can get that full chord sound, as well as different rhythms that you can play too.